Hello, everybody. Welcome back to good old game time with Taters. Today, as you can see from here, or here, or here, or there, and so on and so forth, or the name of the YouTube video, I am playing the Stanley Parable today. Brand new game on Steam. I believe it runs in the Half-Life engine, and that's just about all I know about it. I know it's really weird and messed up, and the achievements are pretty great. But yeah, that's what we're going to be playing for this series. I'm really excited about it. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so let's actually turn down the sound just a little bit. Just because I don't want it to be going over my beauteous voice. Let's begin the game. Let's do it. The end is loading. Wow. Night. But I do have the Minecraft server I play on. Oh, there we go. Clicking helped. I know it did. Oh, you can do it. Okay, here we go. Click to skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Shh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. As though he had been made exactly for this job.
Why does that happen?
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad Stanley was happy pushing those buttons.
And then one day something very peculiar happened.
Is this a
something
CD?
That would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
I mean, I'm moving.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did I? Got my nice pencil sharpener there. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed the memo.
Look at this guy's job.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't find a trace of my co-workers. Fuck that computer. Wasting power. These wasteful people. I'll never understand it. Real quick, let me set my timer so I don't do like a half-an-hour episode. Oh, brother. Turn your computer off. I'm going to the conference room, I think he said. Let's see what's the happity-haps.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, shush. Shush! I do what I must. I like to explore. What? Okay. Nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I did. That's funny. I like the narration in this. I've always enjoyed when the player gets to cohabitate with the narrator.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
It
just
is.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm drinking it all in. Nice, a working clock. You don't see that a lot.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I do.
Really worth it.
Really worth it. It was. Shut up. You don't know
But
me.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's true. I am very poor at following directions. Penalty for misused cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump in the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else might be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who's that?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Has she? What?
That's her, Stanley.
Answer it. Sorry I'm not talking a whole lot. You gotta be able to hear the narration, I
Oh,
think,
Stanley, is that you?
to enjoy
Hold
the
on,
game.
sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your damn
What? What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I
They
did.
want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's going on here.
I hate this freaking skipping of the audio.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, God. Oh, press Y on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Have I?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would have ever happened to him.
What? I'm so confused. Is it 0? Oh.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day,
Oh,
when he
every
worked,
button I hit
he stepped up from his desk to realize
adds
that
a
all of his co-workers,
piece of my
his
office.
boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I'm so confused.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I'm so confused.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again And then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
What
How
is
could there
happening?
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Nope. I did it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I did it.
How can I
think
tell
was
him in
supposed
a
to
way
do it.
that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
This game is too deep for me. I don't understand what's going on at all.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? 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 Alright, well, we're gonna end it there. I have no fucking clue what we just went through. But it was, I mean, pretty cool, I guess. I hope all you smarter people out there can better understand what's going on, but I sure did. But yeah, join me later this week. You'll be seeing some more Amnesia, some more Donate the Stone, and some more Stanley Parables. So I don't know which one I'll upload next, but I'll catch you there. See you guys.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.